When a narcissist loses you, they attempt to soothe their suffering by seeking a new source of validation, often referred to as supply. Before moving on, they devalue you, making you feel insignificant while convincing themselves that they are upgrading to something better. However, this illusion quickly shatters when they realize that their new supply does not match your worth. What they initially saw as gold turns out to be nothing more than a broken piece of glass. Over time, they come to a painful realization. They walked away from a true blessing and aligned themselves with someone who does not measure up to your level. This leads them into a state of emotional and psychological turmoil. Narcissists rely on external validation to sustain themselves, and without the consistent supply you provided, they become emotionally depleted, restless, and unfulfilled. To escape this suffering, they embark on a relentless search for someone who can replace you, someone they believe can surpass you in value. However, they quickly discover that finding such a person is nearly impossible. In many cases, their new supply proves to be short-lived, unsatisfying, or merely a placeholder as they continue searching for a better alternative. Despite their outward actions, they are constantly haunted by your memory, comparing every new person they meet to you, only to find them lacking. Instead of acknowledging their mistake and returning to you with humility, their stubborn nature compels them to keep seeking. They engage in numerous relationships, moving from one person to the next. But the deeper they dive into this cycle, the more evident it becomes that no one matches your worth. Their time with you set a new standard, and because you were loyal, caring, and unique, they struggle to replicate the experience they once had. As they chase an illusion, their frustration grows. The further they move away from you, the more powerful your impression becomes in their mind. They are driven by the desperate need to prove that they made the right choice. Yet every failed relationship reinforces their regret. Ultimately, this endless search leaves them feeling empty, depressed, and lost. This is why narcissists often attempt to re-enter your life, sometimes even years later. Their so-called Hoover attempt is a desperate bid to regain what they lost. However, by that time, you have likely grown, healed, and evolved into a stronger version of yourself. When you reject them, they face the harsh reality that not only have they failed to replace you, but even the version of you they long for no longer exists. You have moved on, while they remain stuck in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. The key takeaway is that while they may pretend to have moved on, their actions tell a different story. Their social media posts, their new relationships, and their public persona are often just facades designed to provoke a reaction from you. Behind closed doors, they're still searching, still suffering, and still unable to find the fulfillment they once had with you. In the end, they're left with nothing but regret, while you continue to grow and thrive.